Hi Pisces, welcome to your July reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. We're going to be taking a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of July. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, let's get right into it and see what's going on for my Pisceans in July 2021. What's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. Any messages for my Pisceans, please? Any animal oracle messages? What's going on, please? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. What's going on? Show me clearly. Messages, please, for my Pisceans. This is specific. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of July 2021. There we go. We have the dolphin. Messages for Pisces, we also got the horse. Aw, I like this. I'm liking this. Let's get one more for Pisces in July. Messages for Pisces and the firefly. Wolf at the bottom, starfish, and the otter. Alright, so we got like real good happy energy around the corner. Let's talk about it. So, I feel like you guys have been putting a lot of other people's needs first. I think you guys have been taking on a lot of responsibility. Or in July, you may notice that you have way more things to take care of, and you might have other things to worry about. I feel like you guys are like the kind of person where people always come to you for advice or support or for help, and it's like you guys kind of feel like the wolf pack, the leader of the pack. Ugh, I can't get my words straight. You get me? Like the leader of your crew, of the home, the one that makes the big decisions, the ones that wear the pants in the relationship. Like you guys may have a lot of responsibility, the person who's in charge and work. It just seems like you guys have a lot of responsibility to take care of this month. It's not a bad thing, but I just feel like you could be juggling quite a lot. And with the starfish coming out, some of you, I think you guys have been putting your dreams, your needs, your desires aside to help others. And I think this month it's important that you guys put yourselves first, okay? That's what's going to make you the most happiest with the otter, okay? So that's just a message. It's like you're needing to make sure that you put yourself first. That's great that you're helping others out. That's great that you have lots of responsibility if you so, want that. Don't be afraid to say no. You don't always have to say yes all the time or take on everybody's responsibilities and, putting out all these fires. Like, you got your own life. You all have your own things to take care of, too. But for the most part, you guys are feeling pretty much in control. Like, there's a lot of positivity. You guys are just like a shining light of hope. Like, you just spread a lot of kindness and love, and you are very determined with the direction you're going down. You have lots of inspiration. I feel like in the month of July you're going to get lots of sparks of inspiration of things that you'd like to do and things you'd like to pursue or create. Like, I do feel like a lot of creation energy with this firefly, and you're going to want to just go. Like, you're just going to want to chase after it, run after it like the horse. Your intuition's also on point. I'm not surprised. You guys are extremely intuitive to pay attention to it, especially the dream space. But yeah, I just feel like you guys are just like moving along quite well. You're flowing, you're feeling fulfilled, you're helping people out, and when you help others out, you're going to receive that back. What you put out, you receive. And the dolphin does talk about blessings coming your way, and then even with the otter coming out, there's some good times around the corner, so just get ready for that. Some of you have just been there might be a little bit of insecurity or like worries of like, maybe I'm not being good enough, or maybe like I could do better, or maybe like of course there's always room for growth. You can always improve, but like you're doing just fine. And some of you maybe have been a little hard on yourselves lately, or you're feeling like you haven't been putting your solid effort into what you're doing and you feel like you could do better. And so that's okay. Like, you can work on that just to have a good balance in your own personal life and everything else that you are trying to juggle, right? Make sure that you take time out for yourself to rest, recharge, rejuvenate, get lots of sleep, make sure you're eating enough, just take care of yourself, as well as your mental health, as well as your spiritual health, okay, and physical health. That's what the horse does talk about, the secret power power behind the horse's legacy is through mental stimulation and thinking and training the brain, training the mind. So meditation, yoga, things like that, practicing mindfulness, as well as strength training, you know, keeping your body in shape, feeling good on the inside and the outside, okay? Having that good balanced energy. You know, it's like you could work out and go to the gym 5 times a week, but if you don't take care of what's going on inside here, you're not healthy. Physically, yeah, sure you are, but inside, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you got some work to do. So make sure that you're just balancing things like that out in your life. There's a lot of yellow, starfish, the wolf, firefly, the horse, even, you know, the dolphin. Obviously there's lots of colors in this card, but yellow seems to be like the main theme out here. Yellow is symbolic of like your solar plexus that rules like your diet. Like, what are you eating? Make sure that you're eating enough and making sure you're getting the right vitamins, and if you're deficient, make sure you're eating the right foods for your body and taking care of yourself. I think that's important. Okay, so that's like another message. July, take care of your body, eat well, get your nutrients, your nutrition, stay hydrated, get that exercise, really just overall taking care of your wellness. That's important for you guys in the month of July and moving forward always. But this is just like a little friendly reminder. If that has a bit of priority, you better start making that a priority, okay? Okay, so let's pull some tarot messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. Any tarot messages, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, July 2021. Messages for Pisces, please. What's going on for my Pisceans in July 2021? What's going on for my Pisceans, please? Messages for Pisces. We have the King of Wands. Nice. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. That's too many. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. The Fool did try to come out. It didn't. You may have some sort of new journey or new start or something that you're starting up in July. Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. We also have the Ten of Wands coming out. Yes, there's a lot of responsibility that you're taking on. It's a lot of work. The Nine of Cups. Messages for Pisces. Okay, we also have the Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, that fellow over here. Some of you are at a distance with somebody. Oh, wow, we even have this is the bottom of the deck, but Five of Cups at the top. Right, you guys might be feeling a little bit sad. Maybe you're at a distance with someone. Maybe you miss somebody or someone's just on your mind. Whether it's someone that you are just like not on the best of terms with, or maybe it's actually someone who's like literally no longer here on earth. Maybe you're just reminiscing a lot, thinking back to old times and just missing their energy, missing their soul, missing their light. That's, you know, I get that 100%. They're around you, watching over, protecting you. That's a message for someone out there. If you've been missing someone lately, loved one, someone that was important to you, that's like no longer here, that's passed on, they're around you, watching over you, okay? So just remember that. I know it's sad, doesn't take away the pain, but that's for someone out there. And then for some, maybe there's just some sadness, like you're at a distance with someone, maybe there's very little to no communication, and just like reminiscing of the old times, just how things used to be. Yeah. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have Strength backside, the Hangman, Piscean energy, the High Priestess, Piscean energy, and the Fool. There it is. Backside. Okay, so there is that new beginning energy coming up. I was feeling that. I was like, okay, so maybe there is something starting, but it didn't come out for a reason, and actually now came out backside. So there's a bit of a delay when it comes to this new journey or this new start. It's like, you know, that inspiration that you might feel. King of Wands, right? You're feeling confident, you're ready to take action, but it's like you have so many other responsibilities to take care of. It's like you don't even have the time to go after your dreams right now. You have to take care of the bills and the wife and the children and the this and the that and the this. And it's just like you have no time to set aside for you and your well-being or your dreams, desires, and just like you're looking out into the distance like, oh, I could do that if I really, if only I could do that, I would feel so good, I'd feel so happy. But some of you just feel very stuck right now. Some of you are doing a lot of internal work, especially when it relates to maybe a past situation that might be on your mind, you might be reflecting on. Some of you are spending some time to reflect on past situations, trying to gain a different perspective on that. Maybe that's what's been also weighing heavily as a burden. Like, you got lots on your plate, you got lots on your mind, you have all these responsibilities, but you also have some emotional baggage that you are carrying with you in July, that you're trying to figure out, how do I deal with this? How do I unload this? How do I unpack these burdens? But how do I deal with this in the most like balanced way where it's not like overwhelming, you know? I feel like a creative expression is what's going to help you release. Like, for my songwriters out there, you know, you went through a heartbreak, or you're missing someone from your past, like, write a song about it. That's just the first thing that came to mind, you know, like creative expression, like doing something where you're able to express yourself and release and channel that energy into something good. Like, really use that sadness, that pain, that, you know, yucky feelings, or just feeling a little bit blue, channel that energy and put it out into some sort of like, put it out there. So I don't know how, if that applies, you'll understand, you'll feel it. Or maybe in July you're gonna get like some sense of inspiration, like, oh, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna start painting, I'm gonna start drawing, I'm gonna start doing some creative outlet and like express myself. And that's gonna be like such a really healthy way for you guys to channel some of these emotional burdens or things that you've been carrying. It's going to be like a way to release some of these things in a healthy way, right? Instead of like drinking away the problems, drinking away the pain, or like doing things that are unhealthy. Like, I feel like you guys are going to be coming across like some sort of healthy way to deal with these emotions and feelings and burdens, and you're going to find a way to fit it into your routine. Because I know a lot of you are busy, or you just have so much on your plate, and you kind of, again, you feel a little bit stuck, like, how do I fit this in? You'll find a way. You may have to make some little adjustments to your personal schedule, but that's nothing you can't do. Like, just make some little tweaks, changes. You may need to go inward, think, reflect. There is a lot of like internal thinking and processing with the Hangman and the High Priestess. There's a lot of, first of all, double Piscean energy. Some of you got some strong Pisces placements in your chart. You know, we do have a lot of retrograde energy taking place. We got Pluto retrograding, Saturn retrograding, Neptune retrograding, and what else? Jupiter retrograding, right? So there's a lot of planets that are retrograding right now, and it's forcing us to go inward and reflect and look at some things and do the work. And sometimes that brings up feelings of discomfort, and, you know, it's like you need to focus on releasing whatever these things are so that this new beginning can come in. Because right now it's delayed. That's why the Fool's backside. It's like there's a bit of insecurity. It kind of ties in with that starfish from earlier. There's a bit of fears or worries or things that are coming up that are getting in the way of you guys being able to just like jump off the cliff. There's some things, loose ends, things that you need to complete before you're able to move to the next level, the next chapter, this new start, right? So it's kind of like you got to do the dirty work first before you can have fun. Before you can play, you got to do the chores, right? And so this is kind of like you got to do some chores before you can have fun. But then you got the otter, okay? And then it's time to let loose. It's time to have fun. It's time to be creative. You do have a lot of wish fulfillments of things that you desire, hopes, dreams, and wants, and they're coming, you know? Universe sees that. Universe sees the work that you've been investing in and how much you've been helping out others. And I think you're going to be getting some sort of blessing, like it'll be worth it. But to also this month begin to put yourself first. There is a bit of energy of reminiscing or looking back on some past experiences, and I think that's what you're reflecting on. I think maybe that Five of Cups from earlier at the top of the deck, there is like something that you're trying to understand or look at things differently. Some of you have just been focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do. And again, it's just changing perspective that's needed to that's needed here. My words, y'all. This is the last reading for today, I swear. There's this need to have more patience with yourself and to not rush, really. I also feel like, everybody needs help. Don't be afraid to ask for help or support from friends, family, lover, whatever, anyone in your life. Don't be afraid to ask for support. Some of you are fighting like your own inner demons, and you've been keeping that kind of on the quiet, on the down low. Like you've been kind of just going through it alone. Some of you have been just going through a lot of like emotional things, but you're not really expressing it, or you're hiding it very well, like you're masking it, you know, especially if you're taking on a lot of responsibility, or you're wearing the pants in the relationship, or you're the breadwinner in your home. Like you have responsibilities to take care of, and so it's like you don't want others to worry or be concerned, or like you're trying your best to stay focused. And you know, it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to have support, it's okay. Like, you don't have to keep this to yourself. You don't have to bottle this up for yourself. Like, I'm just saying, for those that maybe feel like, oh, maybe I should talk to someone. Maybe I should open up or be a bit vulnerable. But some of you are like, I don't want to look weak. But, you know, vulnerability isn't weakness. It actually really shows your strength and your courage to open up and express how you truly feel. So that might be for someone out there. That might just be very freeing. Is there anything else I'm getting from this? Some of you are working really, really hard to get to a place of wish fulfillment and dreams and happiness. Like you are, you're working towards that. And it's requiring a lot of dedication. And some days are easier than others. Some days are very challenging. And some days it's just like exhausting. I think, again, it's just important of you guys remaining balanced and taking time out to rest and recharge and, filling your cup up first and putting your priorities, your needs as first, right? Instead of putting your things aside to help everybody else. It's okay to say no. You don't always have to say yes all the time. You have your own life, you have your own things to deal with, your own problems to deal with, and, you know, you can't always save everybody. You know, it's not your job. You got to put yourself first. If your battery is drained, you can't help charge up anybody else. You know, you got to put yourself first. So just, again, another message, another reminder for you guys. With this firefly energy of like inspiration, and it kind of ties in with that King of Wands of like feeling confident, feeling ready, and feeling excited. It comes and goes. You know, really take advantage. And what was the word that just came to me? It's gone. Gear up for like the inspiration. Like, don't, because it's gonna come and go, and so you might have like lots of ideas and thoughts that come to mind, but if you're not geared up, or if you're not ready for it, it can easily just like slip away. You know, when you have dreams and you wake up and sometimes they're just gone like that, or like they'll quickly fade away. You'll have like a couple minutes to grasp it, and if you don't think about it, it's completely gone and you've forgotten about it. Like, just it's not coming to me. I guess I'm just gonna make peace with it. If it's meant to come to me, it will. But let's just move on. Let me get a fairy message, you guys. This is the last read, as you can tell. Okay, fairy messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any fairy messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021? Fairy messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021. Fairy messages for Pisces regarding this reading for July 2021. Any fairy messages, please, for my Pisceans. Fairy messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. Show me clearly. Any fairy messages for Pisces? Oh. Okay, what is this? The feline. We also have to buy something of the waters. I can't tell. Is that an R? Tobera? You guys, these names and these cards, like... Okay, we got two cards flipping right out. We have the feline 65, and we also have Tobera of the waters 37. Feels very healing and flowing and like just feels very like fertile, the energy. But I feel like this comes after the feline. Now the feline, I think it's a very intense kind of energy. He looks kind of frustrated. Because like in this reading, it kind of feels like, okay, so there's some things that you're reflecting on, needing to release, some burden, some heaviness, some sadness, maybe you're at a distance or you're missing someone, there's some things on your mind, and maybe some insecurities that have been coming up, and things that maybe you've been pushing aside, but then it's like you guys gain a new understanding, new outlook, and you're ready to, you know, go after what it is that you want, and take that jump and feeling inspired and excited about the future, ready to go celebrate. So it's like 2 different energies in this reading. I'm just gonna get the book, okay? 63, the feline. These cards, every reading, it's perfect. Like, these cards are always, like, perfect. Okay, so, you know how I was saying with that full reverse, full backside, delays? There's a delay in this new chapter, this new beginning. You gotta do some things first before this new start, before the fun time. You gotta do the chores before having fun, right? Literally this card. Oh my god. Okay, oops. Okay, let me just... give me a second. Okay, so the feline. Getting it right, delayed completions, and tidying up loose ends. Brian, the artist of this deck, notes that this is the accusing, offended expression that we see on the cat's face, saying, you know, I had my dinner at 5 o'clock. Brian adds that the feline, also known as the slight accusation, or accusation of slight, one of my cats, that Maggie, is the feline's first cousin and has mastered the family expression. She uses it for all sorts of things, but I have often seen it elsewhere as well. I may have even used it myself once or twice. We know the feline is near, nodding his head when we hear remarks like, I thought you'd have my shirt ironed for me. You said you'd get the brakes fixed. Or, you mean that report isn't done yet? The feline speaks to us when we know we deserve it, but are pretending we don't. His is the voice that whispers in our ears just as we try to settle down with a good book, a new computer game, or our favorite leisure activities, and we're experiencing that old, familiar, guilty feeling. Alcohol only drowns them out temporarily and gives people hangovers as well, so it's not a useful remedy, although it is widely used. In fact, that particular avoidance tactic usually causes the feline to raise his voice even louder the next morning in a particularly piercing tone. He makes lists of things we haven't done, shaking his head and then muttering, tisk tisk. These are the things we could and should have taken care of by now, but haven't. This is his job and he does it well. Sometimes, though, he just wishes we could do our job so that he could go play First One Over the Hill, gets to kiss the fairy maid, or munch chocolate-covered thistles with his friends, or take naps in the heather, instead of having to work overtime, nagging at us. Oh my god. But I'm not even done reading. That's literally what I was saying. These cards are fucking, like, freaky. Every reading, I'm like, something I say in the reading, and then the fairy card always responds and, like, relates to what I said. Like, every time, y'all. It's fucking wild. Anyways, the feline looks out of his card accusingly, reminding us of the things undone, promises unkept, and duties unfulfilled. He says that we can't expect to have things go right when we are trailing so much... Oh my god, that was my dog in the background. When we are trailing so much unfinished business behind us. Dragging that stuff around us tires us. It uses up energy that we need for other things. If we could just take care of these things that cause so much mental and sometimes physical clutter, we would suddenly find that we have a lot more energy at our disposal to do the things that we really want to do. And probably much more cooperation from others as well. He especially suggests that we take care of the little things that matter to others. We will feel so much better when we have done that, and so will he. The feline reverse says, wait a minute, whose idea was this anyway? He asks to consider whose outs and shoulds entangle us with feelings of guilt. Have we taken on a lot of unrealistic or unfair or plain silly demands from others? Are these old, irrelevant emotional programs that we carry around from our past? The feline turned upside down suggests that we need to make a careful accounting of our guilty feelings and to decide just how many of them are actually our duty and how many of them are simply the result of other people making unfair or unrealistic demands of us. He also suggests that we take a look at how many of these unfinished tasks actually belong to others, but have been taken on by us in misguided attempts to be helpful or to appear a belonging. Are we trying to make martyrs of ourselves? If so, it may well be one of the part of us that says aloud, the foolish thing, oh, let me do that for you, while another part says silently and most ignored, it would be better around if they did it for themselves. This sets up a conflict within us, and these conflicts use up a lot of energy, leaving us drained and unable to get on with our lives. These feelings can even cause a serious depression. The way to resolve this one is to either do the job, then be smart enough not to make any more promises like that, or to give notice to the other people involved that we hereby hand them back their own responsibilities. This is hard stuff, but well worth the effort in present relief and future peace. The feline would like to be our friend. He would like to read over our shoulders while we curl up with those good books. He'd like to dance in front of the computer screen while we play those new games and ride those golf balls that we happily hit. Have you any idea how much fun it is to ride a golf ball as it makes a hole in one? He asks. He can't do this until we play with a clear conscience. The longer we put off these duties, the grumpier and more demanding and more shrill-voiced he gets. But when our tasks are done, he becomes feline, and no one is more magnificent than that. And then the last card we have is Todaro of the waters. So emotions, sincerity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. For a moment, close your eyes and let yourself feel the cool, sparkling fairy waters flowing through your fingers. Imagine drinking this sparkling coolness from your own cupped hands, and imagine the water flowing down your throat. You may have been able to feel that magical, energy-filled coolness flow right to your toes. Feel better? Throughout the world, there are healing wells for both general health and special alignments. In modern times, many of the fairy qualities have been diluted. Even though Todaro and her healing helpers do all that they can to keep them clear and potent, fairy waters reflect the emotional state of human people around them, like the famous Hippocrene fountain on Mount Helicon, which bestows poetic inspiration. I suspect of it being a fairy fountain because of the way it works. If you have one drink, you'll gain a certain level of poetic ability. Another draught brings you more, and the third brings you to the full flower of poetry. The reason the world is not overrun with magnificent poets is because, first, it's very difficult to find the spring, and second, the water packs a wallop that most people stagger off after a single drink or two, and you'll only get one chance at the spring. Water is mutable, changeable fluid, and Todaro speaks to us in a particular kind of change of emotions, and possibly a change in health. We have important choices to make about how we meet those changes and where we let them take us, towards the calm, flowing purity of fairy waters or the boiling cauldron of hot temper and steamy emotions. The choice is obvious, but we sometimes forget that we have it. Todaro reminds us that we do have a choice, and making it wisely or unwisely determines our future. The things we need in life remain constant, no matter what's going on or how hectic the changes and pressures are in our life may be. We need nurturing and love, and it's ultimately up to us to provide that for ourselves. The healing fairies will help us if we ask them to. When this is reversed, this can indicate emotional needs are not met or thirst of the spirit emotions. Or, on the other hand, it can remind us that fairy spells on waters can be mischievous, causing confusion, muddled memory, and irritability in humans. Perhaps a cold shower is in order here. Certainly, it is a time for cooling off, calming down, and quieting the waters of our emotions before we take any action. Ooh, okay. Let me get a couple Tikashi messages. I'm actually, running out of time. We gotta get this wrapped up. The feline, though, for real. Love that card. Alright, any Tikashi messages for Pisces for July 2021? Any Tikashi messages, please, for my Pisceans regarding this reading in July 2021? Tikashi messages for Pisces in July. Thank you. Okay. You guys got an extra. We have simplicity. Simplify your goals, unclutter your life, surround yourself with the ease of straightforward living and being. No mountains out of molehills needed here, just tell it like it is. Be sincere and clear in your dealings with people, and you will be rewarded with trust, recognition, and honor. Confidence. Be confident in yourself, hold your composure, and be certain of yourself. You have no reason to doubt yourself. Do not undermine your confidence. Have the courage to boldly be yourself confidently and lovingly. Know that your goals are within reach. Be loving to those that do not have your level of self-confidence. And inspiration. The river of all-knowing allows every possibility to be open to you. Allow yourself to tap into this vastness. Be inspired by the beauty that surrounds you. Be inspired to open yourself up to the riches the world has to offer. In any moment, you can allow inspirational thinking to set you free. Which moment will you choose? Okay, so Pisces, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. I hope you guys found this helpful or insightful. Please let me know in the comments below if you did. Leave a like, subscribe. You can always turn on the bell so that you guys are notified when I upload in the future. And if you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.